Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the RWA Hype Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Newport, Rhode Island, weighing in tonight at 160 pounds, the Golden Prospect, Todd Harris.
Todd Harris, recently having relocated from West Vancouver, British Columbia, has now seated himself comfortably in the state of Rhode Island, where he chooses to compete actively. You can see him at the XWA promotion. You can see him here at the RWA. You can see him in NCW. This little fella gets around, but speaking of opportunities, he has been given, or rather yet, he has earned this golden opportunity as he takes on Kellan Thomas here tonight, and arguably his biggest match to date here at RWA.
Who else? When your boy Kid. Okay. Yeah. 8732, what it do? That's right, keep clapping, y'all. Keep me, I got you. Let's turn it up. Let's get it. Top all day.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from the Corova, weighing in tonight at 230 pounds, he is the RWA Hype Champion, Kellan Thomas.
And for those of you who have been following, we must sound like a broken record because consistently Kellan Thomas delivers a standout competitive performance in the ring, and tonight is no different. He will be taking on Todd Harris and defending this well-cherished Hype Championship, and I must say his confidant, his advisor, Miss Deanna On Fire, is not present here tonight. I think that's honestly to Kellan Thomas's benefit. There will be no distractions. It's just him and the enemy, him and the goal.
Well, I mean, Deanna On Fire, I was told earlier today by Kellan Thomas himself, is actually out on a recruiting mission to find more talent. And I mean, she found Todd Harris, who earned his right here tonight.
Arguably, she didn't have to look very far, for Christ's sake. You travel down the street, you see him working somewhere else. I'm not convinced. She's got an agenda.
I don't know
this
where.
Broad's up to something.
I will say I don't know where she is, but from what I've been told, she is traveling across the country right now, looking for another challenger for Kellan Thomas, and she is very confident, from what I've been told, that Kellan will be victorious here tonight.
Well, that's got Don King written all over it. I'm going to find you your competition, and I guarantee you're going to beat him. What kind of crap is that?
Worked for the Rumble in the Jungle.
I guess. Todd Harris now struggling with his shirt.
It's very warm here.
If he can't manage to get out of his button-up, how does he expect to take on the current Hype Champion?
He earned his spot. He was in a #1 contenders match. We sat here and called it. He earned his spot. We know he's very talented. He's giving up weight to Kellan Thomas. He's giving up reach to Kellan Thomas. But what he has is speed. And obviously skill. And you know this better than I, as you've seen him compete in many more places than just here at the RWA.
Well, he's definitely a well-conditioned athlete. And a lot of people look at him and like, oh, he's only 100-some odd pounds. What can he really do? Todd Harris is probably one of the most strongest bantamweights I think I've seen in the area. He's innovative, and he's got a hybrid style about him.
Being caught by Kellan Thomas is Todd Harris. And you just said he's 175. He weighed in today at 160. He's lost 15 pounds to gain more speed for this match. Nice arm drag, deep arm drag, Ricky Steamboat-like, as Kellan Thomas misses one here. Roll up here, cover one, two, and a kick out just at 2.
And here's the bad. Harris and Thomas have not really locked horns, but they've seen a lot of one another, as you can catch them on similar events, both of which compete for Northeast Championship Wrestling, both of which compete for the Extreme Wrestling Alliance. Hell, I think they even both compete at Lucky Pro. So again, they may not scrap with one another, but they certainly have seen enough of one another as competition.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will say this: we've seen Kellan Thomas kind of as Thomas goes over the top, taking down Todd Harris. Kellan Thomas went for the kill a couple of times and was disappointed to find out that he couldn't land the mark. Now, that doesn't mean that he's behind in the game at all right now. He's very much on top. Big left hand there from the southpaw, Kellan Thomas. But right now, Deanna on Fire should be very proud of herself right now, finding a great competitor for her man in Kellan Thomas. And what we get out of it is what has been so far and will continue to be a great match. Big vertical suplex, float over, cover, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.
Typical Kellan Thomas from what I can see, and I mean, I know typical is sometimes a word that has a negative connotation, but one thing that is typical out of Kellan Thomas is innovation. Another thing that is typical out of Kellan Thomas is an unorthodox hybrid style, and it's been proven effective thus far.
Kellan Thomas once again expecting something and nobody home. Todd Harris kind of has the book on Thomas right now. Big shot to the midsection, and Todd Harris throws Kellan Thomas into that Tom turnbuckle, and Todd Harris is turning it up speed-wise. He's going to fly and nails Kellan Thomas, the champion, down.
He's done his homework. He has done his homework, and none too pleased are the RWA faithful here at the Chop Shop Part 2. But, whether they like the kid or not, I mean, Todd Harris is going toe-to-toe with right now one of Southern New England's most interesting commodities. Professional wrestling is often looking for the next big thing, and that's usually cited as someone, with a little bit of youth on their side. Kellan Thomas is not that guy, but Kellan Thomas is being revered in a whole new light nowadays, and he is one of the most talked about talents in the area. And it's not for just, show and tell. It's because Kellan Thomas delivers. For Harris to be as strong as he has been in this matchup is a testament to his own technical acumen.
And full well that's why Deanna on Fire has hitched her wagon to Kellan Thomas cover here. 1, 2, and Thomas barely kicked out there. I mean, again, I shouldn't be surprised because Todd Harris is incredibly talented on his own, and he's very skilled, as is Kellan Thomas. I am a little surprised that Kellan Thomas, who again has weight, height, and reach on Harris, seems to be, dare I say, struggling against Todd Harris.
Harris keeps switching it up. That's what it is. Oh, but he stayed too long in that headlock and got back suplexed out of it. Thomas now, he's found himself a new set of wind underneath his sails. Charges into Harris, eats the buckle in the process.
Todd Harris is really taking it to the champion. We could have a new champion as a float over. Here's cover, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. And smart by Todd Harris. He not only grapevined the near arm that was closest to the ropes of Kellan Thomas, he also grabbed the far leg to prevent any bottom rope grab for the champion.
And it's those little things that add up to a huge amount of difference at the end of it all, Rob.
Harris is going to do a little bit of juking and jiving here and lays in that third elbow with the big strut.
Wastes a lot of time.
Cover, 1, 2. I tell you what, it wastes a lot of time, but some of the greats, did a little bit of showing off before landing a signature move. Sometimes you have to find out if you're an assassin or an errand boy.
You just had to find a word with a whole bunch of S's in it, didn't you?
I had to find it.
An assassin.
An assassin or an errand boy. Bring me out those polka dots. Meanwhile, back to live action. Todd Harris looking for the kick to end the match here, and Kellan Thomas looks like he's going to go to the well. Thomas switch out by Harris. Nobody home. Kellan Thomas ducks, hits with a major super kick, and another one follows up, and both men knocked each other's chins out, and both men are down.
Beautiful standoff, competing super kicks right there. Both men to the mat. Hype Championship title on the line, and Kellan Thomas again, to your statement, Rob, he needs to recover because Harris has gotten the better of him for a good amount of this matchup, more than I think either one of us expected going into this.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. I mean, again, we get the card when we get here, maybe half an hour before the show, and we see the title match and stuff like that. You know, we talk off air like, oh, you know, hey, great contender is Kellan Thomas. Nice combination there, and he's going to charge Todd Harris. But I don't think you and I expected, as we talked before the show here tonight, Big Bulldog, that Kellan Thomas was going to struggle as much with Todd Harris. We were not taking anything away from Todd Harris, but this has been a struggle for Kellan Thomas.
It really has been, and I think that's a testament to the trust fund prodigy who's about to get dumped out, ladies and gentlemen. Hook of the leg. Will Thomas retain? Not so easily.
And you wonder, I mean, you talked about it before when I sat down that Deanna on Fire is not here. Her lack of attendance here tonight, I mean, could that be affecting Kellan Thomas? I mean, with her in his corner,
He's looked better. He's looked better in the past. I can't argue it. You're right, Massey.
She's out recruiting, but she's, you know, maybe she was looking past Todd Harris here tonight. Big DDT to Kellan Thomas, and the champion is down again. Harris, big super kick to the back of the head, and that could be it. Good night, Irene. We may have a new champion. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out just at 2. Kellan Thomas is in a bad way right now. The champion is down, and the champion doesn't know what to do next, and neither does Todd Harris. Todd Harris got up and kind of had this look on his face like, what do I got to pull out now?
Both men have been in this ring for just under 9 minutes. Harris, seething with rage, allows himself to get his jaw broken. Desperation move by Kellan Thomas proves effective. Oh, ripcord ace crusher. I said corrected. New champ.
1, 2, and Thomas kicks out just at 2. I mean, that was very close. And Todd Harris now is sulking instead of staying on top of the champion.
Wasting valuable time. He's looking to re-strategize. Oh, he's locked eyes with the hype title over here. Ladies and gentlemen.
I would take that from him. Take it.
Oh, what are you doing?
Harris has the gold. And, I mean, he's so close to winning that, he's going to get disqualified.
What is this? Where is this guy's mind right now?
Referee taking the title back. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, my God!
No!
Splits the uprights of the champion. Here's a roll-up. This could be it. New champion. Cover 1, 2, and Thomas kicks out.
He fights out of the pain. Harris thought he has the fast track to the hype title, and he was proven wrong. A testament to the testicular fortitude of Kellan Thomas.
I see what you did there. And Kellan Thomas, I mean, if he's not coughing one of his boys up right now, he is trying to figure out how to fight through not only the pain of this match, but the pain of what he just took. That the referee did not see. A good strategy by Harris to distract the referee from a blatant disqualification. Now Thomas is just going to muscle his way through and use his power, and this could be it.
Stillmatic cover!
2, and
what the hell?
Thomas kicks out. Excuse me, Harris kicks out. Thomas can't believe it.
I am absolutely stunned. Kellan Thomas has put many of men away with the Stillmatic, and for Harris to still be in it. Wow.
Thomas thinks he has an idea. He might be going for it again. Todd Harris is trying to fight out of it. He does. Rear waistlock switch. Going for that ripcord ace crusher. Nobody home. Being covered. Capture. And a fisherman brainbuster. Forward over 1, 2, and that's it. The winner of the contest, and still the RWA Hype Champion, Kellan Thomas. And a victory for Kellan Thomas. And I know you might hate saying this, but Bobby Rossi, Deanna on Fire, did her job. She found true, sound, and great competition for her man, Kellan Thomas, who just escaped with his hype title. And I'm excited to see whom she may bring from whatever part of this country to Legacy.
I do sit corrected because Todd Harris just went 11 minutes with the Hype Champion. Todd Harris, for at least half of that match, had the Hype Champion on his heels. That's incredible. That speaks for itself.
I mean, what a great win for Kellan Thomas, who at times looked like he didn't know what was left. He pulled out a brain buster, a fisherman brain buster with a beautiful float over for the victory. And you wonder what this man will do at RWA Legacy